It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Camden Town Brewery. Now, I like Camden. I think they're a really solid brewery. Never had a bad beer. Never ever had a bad beer from Camden Town. And this is the new to Sainsbury's. I don't know how long they've actually been brewing this beer, but this is the Eazy Hazy IPA, 5% ABV, 4 330ml cans, and this came in at £5.50 for the box in Sainsbury's. So I'm gonna, there's perforated lines here, so I'm gonna do my best at, yeah, it never works, does it? Oh, hang on. And there we go. So that goes like that. And I suppose then you've got a little kind of fridge pack going on, haven't you? So there it is. Pardon me. I like their branding. I think their branding is kind of nice. You always know it's Camden Town. Nice and simple, but effective. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. A couple of flies buzzing around in the conservatory today. It's like the swamp thing in you. Right, so 2-finger white head. Look at that, nice hazy looking straw coloured, well, Eazy IPA. They've not called it, nope, they've not called it a session IPA, they've called it a hazy IPA. But it looks good. Really, really, really good looking beer. The beer has been produced with Pilsner malt, wheat, Cara and dextrin. It's English ale yeast, I think. English ale yeast. The cattle hops are Cashmere, the dry hops are Citra and Eldorado. So without further ado, let's get the aroma on this beer then. Yeah, it just smells spot on. Absolutely spot on. It's like getting your nose into something from Sierra Nevada. Yeah, it smells a little bit like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, but kind of probably without the bitterness. Tutti, fruity, kind of slightly jammy. Lemony. Pineapple. Definitely tinned pineapple going on with this one. It's not bottle or can conditioned, I should say. Just unfiltered. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. It's just really good, really solid, good, decent beer. I think it's InBev, yeah, AB InBev, bought Camden Town Brewery. One of the first British craft brewers to be bought out by a big company, and everybody feared the worst. Everybody was fearing for Camden, you know, oh no, they're going to become just kind of big beer and they're going to be a shadow of their former self and whatnot. But I will say, Camden Town have been left alone, left to their own devices, and I think the beer's not changed. In all the, I think it happened in like 2012, 2013, Camden Town were bought out by AB InBev, but the quality of the beers just stayed the same. It's just excellent, excellent quality beer at a really decent price. Really lovely. So getting flavours of that kind of, that pineapple, definitely tin pineapple coming through. It's incredibly drinkable. It's very refreshing. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. There's a little bit of orange, a little bit of a tangerine flavour coming through. It's just really light and zesty and lovely and drinkable and smashable. The way they've designed this, you know, the way they've designed all their beers in these boxes is that they just slide in your fridge really easy. You get them down to a really decent temperature and you just crack on. You just grab one out the fridge and enjoy it. I really like that kind of tin pineapple flavour. It's like you've kind of grabbed a tin of pineapples out of the cupboard and you pulled the lid off, you know, if you're lucky you've got one of those lids, you just pull off the tin and it's like drinking the syrup of the pineapple juice straight out of the kind of the tin, that syrupy kind of juiciness. That's a kind of like one of the kind of predominant flavours I would say that's coming through in this beer. What I also like about the beer is that you can tell it's just, and I mean this in the greatest of respects, you can tell it's just water, hops, yeast and malt. It's pure. It's pure. It's just good, solid brewed beer with all your lovely American hops in. They've gone about their way quietly. Camden Town, there was a, I think it was about 6 to 8 months ago now, there was a Camden Helle, because the number one beer is Helle's Lager, and there was a Camden Helle's advert on the television. I do remember that, and there was a bit of a big push to get Camden and Camden Helle's into the mainstream. I don't know how that went for them, but regardless to that, I mean, if that went really well, if it went a little bit terrible, they've stuck to their guns. They've stuck to their guns. They've just, well, I say just released. I go to Sainsbury's probably once every 2 to 3 months. This was not in Sainsbury's a couple of months ago. So for me to go to Sainsbury's, I got a 9-mile journey there and then a 9-mile journey back to Sainsbury's. So it's a bit difficult for me to get to. So I go every other month. But for this to drop into Sainsbury's for £5.50 for 4 cans, I think it's absolutely tremendous. Really good value for money. So I'm ready to rate it. It looks really good. Lovely carbonation, lovely look to the beer. It smells really good. Lovely and tropical and inviting. That kind of Pilsner malt is very kind of cutthroat and slightly dry, but very kind of lovely and refreshing at the same time. The hops are really good. Smashable. Absolutely smashable beer. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.